New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it
Forbes is Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. MSG, stand up. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good, my peoples, what's up with you guys, appreciate you guys, Konnichiwa, como está cana, all that good stuff, Yao Ming, is that how you say hi, Yao Ming, yeah? All right, what's up with you guys, it's Ruel,
Ni hao.
fourth of the coast here, ni hao, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying, anyway, I like Yao Ming better, but anyway, ni hao, appreciate you guys, 1/4 of the show here, host, Ruel, friend of the Most High. We back at it again. We out here, season 3, episode 14. I'm terrible with that, but it's in the thing. Episode 14. Salute to M Spesh for being out there hosting. You know, got the things going. He's doing all the little computer duties. And then, you know what I'm saying? Back New Knicks is out here. New Knicks is on a world tour with Muhammad, my man. He's out there here in your Fet's land. What's up, New Knicks? What you doing? What up? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're mute. You're on mute.
He's running.
Okay.
He's running from them. He's running from them.
Okay, hold on. You're on mute.
Run,
You're
run.
on mute. Okay. Mute. You're on
He
mute.
ain't paying attention,
He's
bro.
so scared he don't know what to do.
You know, he keeps looking over his shoulders.
What's your ears?
Bro, you could have napped that.
Ears?
You could have napped that hair down a little bit going to Alabama, bro.
Yo, we can't hear you. You're on mute, bro.
Bro, put the nappiest haircut on.
There you go.
Yeah. My
Now
bad.
we can hear you. Go ahead.
My bad.
Do your
What's
intro.
poppin', everybody? Yo, salute. Welcome to the TOF show. Welcome home, everybody. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here rocking with us. Shout outs to my brother, Ruel. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to Two Shots. Shout out to my specialist in the background. I'm coming live from Blue Plus Clan, Alabama. Somewhere in the sticks.
Yeah. Anyway, we probably just got demonetized, but hey, we ain't monetized anyway, so who cares? So what? Who cares? Who cares? Hey, if you look at my brother's the original founding father of Fraggle Rock. He is traveling Matt. He's out there in the journey. Down at Fraggle Rock. That's where he's at, apparently. He's at Fraggle Rock, Alabama. He's out there traveling, Matt. Salute to Machete, my cousin primo hermano. Que lo que, manito, what's good?
Que lo que, mi gente de la 110. What's going on? New York City. It's here for the Knicks. Congratulations.
You know, Machete's short and sweet to the point. He just right to the point. He just gets it. You know what I'm talking about? And we got Two Shots who is missing in action. My man is out there grinding hard, working for his family, getting some overtime, hustling. But he was still in the chat, letting us know his feelings. But he's back out of here. Two Shots. What's up, sir?
What's up? What's up to the panel? What's up to the chat, replay gang? You know the vibes. Like, share, subscribe. Where we at with the 500 count?
We up there. It's there. We ain't there yet. We'll just say that.
It's climbing.
You
All right, well, come on, people. Let's get.
Yeah, bring it up here, darling. Keep going. See how loud it is. See if I get my volume. Hold on, guys. My volume up here. Is this better if I get closer? How about here?
Nah. How's it saying?
It sounds good. It sounds all right.
It sounds a little low to me.
Okay.
Hold on. Is that better? Check.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's even worse.
Yeah, it looks like you muted.
That better?
Yeah,
definitely.
There you go.
All right. I figured out. Say, hey, the old man knows a little bit something about this technology.
Man, you just turned the volume, man. You had a little volume knob somewhere.
Hey, salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. Replay gang. Appreciate you guys joining us live. You could have been anywhere. As my brother said, I said, Logan, you know the deal, but you're here with us. You're rocking with the, you know what I'm saying? The low few. We appreciate you. Salute to everybody here. Two Shots was, he's been saying he's been wanting to see something. He's wanting to see some of these young guys, some of the bench happening. Were you watching the game today, Two Shots? Did you get take a glance at the game?
I got a little something thanks to you and your alleged streaming service. We're not gonna go into details, but it actually worked pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Allegedly. But I appreciate you for that because, like I said, I couldn't catch the other games. I mean, I guess it's a little fortunate for me because, we got blown out of the water. But this game was, Brunson was just on another one, bro. He was like Brunson burner, bro. Like it was burning. But I'm glad I got to see it, man. And I'm glad that he went back to who he is because, it's been a while since the homie was cooking, today he was cooking with fire.
So he heard you and he came in kicking the door and waved in the 4-4. He said he gave him the 44, hit him with the biggie today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Thibodeau, I mean, he did so good that he got some other players that we don't typically see today. What was it? Did he give some of the bench players that you and Machete been calling for at New Knicks too? Yeah, we're calling for some of the bench players that he let some of them players in. Did he let the starters breathe a little bit? They need a breathe. I need a breathe. Well,
I mean, if it wasn't for Brunson having Dame's number, I mean, he was cooking them. He was definitely cooking them.
He said, "But hey, what's the name? Where you at? Hey, where you at in Alabama? Ain't you at the barbecue spot?" Yeah, he had the daily.
Yeah, I'm at the. I was at the clan barbecue spot.
Hey, the question today was: are we gonna get bucked up, or are we gonna have some venison dinner? And it looks like my brother's out here grocery shopping for us in the land of venison, Alabama. He's getting us some venison meat. Hey, look at he's stacking. Look at all that venison he got on there. We got Machete. Machete. If I recall, that last episode, you was wilding a little bit. You was saying some. We think it was reckless, but you're typically on point. So I'll give you your props because sometimes when you go with your lucky rabbit's foot, you caught the wabbit the last time.
It ain't about a lucky rabbit's foot, bro. I mean, I didn't like the fact that they were losing and they did a show and then they lost the game. And that you got to be practicing and getting ready for OKC, and you lose the game. I mean, you almost get blown away by 30.
Yeah, but you did say we were going to lose today, no?
No, I didn't say we're going to lose today. I said we're going to lose against the OKC game. I said then we have Milwaukee, and then we have who we playing tomorrow?
Detroit, back-to-back,
yeah.
Detroit.
We're having a back-to-back. So, that Milwaukee game could have been 50-50. That's what I said.
So you think we didn't win today? I mean, we didn't lose today because they didn't do a show last night.
We should beat teams like Milwaukee, bro. We should beat teams like Milwaukee, bro. And then that would be something if you lost.
Oh, my phone shut off.
And then you go do a show.
He still got your volume. Carry on. Go ahead, Machete.
No, we should have beaten Milwaukee. We should beat Milwaukee. Milwaukee's a weaker team.
Really? I mean, I thought they were of one of the top teams, but they have been. They've beat a lot of teams. I'm not saying that because we beat them twice. So statistically, you could say that they are not a better team than us because we beat them 2 times. I agree with you, but we got to go by numbers. And a lot of teams they beat are all boo-boo teams, and they've lost. I think they're 1-7 against top 8 teams. So you are who you say you are. As Two Shots was saying, Jalen Brunson came in. He said, "Not today, not today." He came kicking in the door. He knew as we said before, when the Knicks come out early and aggressive in the first quarter, at least 30 points or up to the 30-point mark in the first quarter. That's a sign that we like. They came out kicking in early. They were able to, because they played aggressive, they were able to get some of the bench players in. And I want to say Brunson even sat a majority. Was it the first quarter he sat down or the second? The second quarter, right? No,
First quarter he went off for like 25 points.
Yep. Yeah, I want to say like 18. Yeah, you said 21 points or 25, something like that in the first quarter.
Something like that. Some crazy.
I think he broke the Knicks record for most points in the first quarter. So he came in playing very well. We beat the Milwaukee Bucks 140 to 106. Milwaukee Bucks 20-17. They were about 5 games behind us. They're now, I believe, 6 games behind us. That we are 26-14, which we still have a good record. You can see everybody kicking in and starting to get in gear. Even though I like what I saw from Brunson, I still would have liked to see a little ball movement early, because if he has that, he did good today. But there's times like in the OKC game, he was doing the same thing. Today, the stats just happen to fall. You know what I mean? But he did get, I want to say 7, 8 assists. He still played very well today. I like it. I like that he's getting his confidence back. That's okay. So the ball movement was key. Machete, how many assists do we have tonight as a unit? Well, because I want to see what our assist was in compare. Because I know we obviously had a terrible assist game when we played OKC at 12. So I think if we're north of the 25 mark, is usually a very good sign for us. And then
we had 29 assists.
There it is.
Versus their 22.
How many rebounds do we have today?
Rebounds we had 10 offensive rebounds and 39 defensive rebounds.
Good.
And Cat had like 15 of them.
They had 15 and offensive and 24 defensive rebounds.
Okay, that's a good game. So we're talking about assists.
We the shit out of them.
Yep. So that lets you know. So even though we have games that we saw Brunson, still a little concerning, but again, he wants to be aggressive. He's been playing the right way. His shots just weren't falling for a couple of games, and you can see he's still playing the same way, taking a lot of shots, but for some reason they weren't falling. Today they were falling, which you want that from him. You got Cat involved. The ball was moving. He was playing the same game in OKC. We just weren't moving the rock or trusting our other players, which today was a little bit different. Let me salute the chat. Salute to the chat, G-Man78. Fellas, I got nervous when Brunson got out the game to the locker room, but I guess he just have to go I guess we have to take a McBride. So you have to trust McBride, let McBride get in. He got some of the minutes coming in there. Not that intro ain't fire, but we need an update to the team highlights. Yes, we do. Thank you for the music. So he's saying the highlights. He likes the song. Appreciate you guys. I don't know. I think New Knicks did his job on that music. I think it's fire. I think it should be the new Friday night song for the Knicks. That's just me. Vote. That's just me. We're saying that. But we do have something coming up for the highlights in the reel. I did one earlier for this year for the beginning of the season. Obviously, that fell apart once we traded Dante DiVincenzo. Once we traded Randall. I had to redo the whole thing. We got 2 shots here now. 2 shots wants his mug on there. I gotta edit gunshots on him. I need that Dirty Harry. So I'm working on it. It's not maybe for the All-Star break. I'll have it coming back. I've been working on it. So I got you guys. I got you. We got you. I'm a dad. I got 2 high schoolers, a middle schooler, and a Puerto Rican wife. That lets you know that my time is tied up. I got to do these things when they're sleeping. Or else I'm
Amen. Hey, yeah. I'm hearing a lot of excuses, man.
Now I said I'm doing it. Listen, I'm just, you ever slept with you have a Puerto Rican wife or girlfriend, they usually sleep with a knife right next to them for any reason.
One eye open.
Could be you, could be for the criminals. For someone breaking in. They're always ready. Somebody's getting cut. Hey, salute to Senor B. Appreciate you. The Bucks got turned into tube steak. Hey, yo. They did. But hopefully not too. Salute to Senor Beef. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. That's right. Brunson came in waving that thing. He said, lay down and stay down. He just hit him up. Salute to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Afternoon, sir. We appreciate you. And we're looking for the rest of y'all. We know you in there. We know you watching. Put a comment so we can read it out there for you guys. Couple of games we've seen with OG, and by the way, Saucy Smoke 'em Sober Sunday. That's what it is today. If you're new here, this is a day that whatever your boat is, whatever you enjoy, whether you smoke on something, we don't advocate, but if you do, you do. We, no judgment here. If you're drinking a little something, as long as you're in a safe place, you're not driving, you're home. Drink a little something, or you're sober. You hang it up. We enjoy that. You're the water drinker. We enjoy that. All that good stuff. Welcome. Bienvenido. Bienvenido to the bodega. Anyways, back to you guys. OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Last couple of games, they've been looking like they're a little struggling. Bridges looked really timid today to me. He looked like he was, what do you call it when you serving in volleyball? Like as soon as he touched the ball, he was passing it back. He was setting someone else for the spike. He looked a little intimidated to me. Did not look aggressive. Are you guys concerned? And I'm not saying concerned like how people were trading, why we get him. Just anything that you guys saw that sticks out to you. Machete 2 shots. As far as you seeing them, they look okay.
For me, I don't know, man. He took a corner 3, and I think it might have been in the first quarter that looked real clean, and I thought that was going to get him going. But I just think personally, Brunson was just on another level, and you feed the hot hand. Like if somebody got it going, just keep going, and I think that kind of put him on ice a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. He has to find his groove within Cat and Brunson because like those are the 2 main guys. It's one A or one Cat Brunson, whatever you want to do, and then B is Bridges, and he has to find his little niche. He was doing great with the mid range the entire season. I don't know where that went. He needs to bring that back. And corner 3s has always been his thing. He was doing early in the season again. He was doing really good with that. But now it's like ever since like he got the booze or whatever, it's like he's like intimidated or something. I don't know. We gotta toughen him up though. He's in New York now, so we gotta, he gotta start listening to some diplomats or something. I don't know.
Hey, Dipset.
Bridges played 37 minutes, 6 points, was 2 for 5 for field goals, 1 of 4 of 3 points. Field attempts, he was hold on a second. I'm looking at these numbers a little bit right here, man. This guy played 37
good
minutes.
defense though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, because he got 5 rebounds. 4 of them were defensive rebounds. He played he got 6 rebounds, 4. Hold on a second. Hold the camera just for a second. I'm sorry, it gets a little confusing. I had to hold it sideways. Bridges was 37 minutes, 6 points, was 2 of 5 field goals made, 3 points made, was 1 of 4. Free throws, he's 1 of 2. Okay, he had he had 6 rebounds. No, he had 5 rebounds. 4 of them were defensive rebounds. He had 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 turnover.
Before you go on to Michelle,
He's actually he actually was a plus 23.
Okay. Salute. We got a first time member here joining us today, Humberto de la Hoz. We appreciate you, sir. So Humberto, and Humberto is a ride or die. I believe he was in Raw chat. Salute to you if you're coming from Raw, and Raw had a lot of technical difficulties today. So salute to the brother. Hopefully worked all that out. Appreciate you. Humberto says, who else we want to trade today? Oops, I thought your name was Leon Rose. I don't know if you're talking to me. The team is still gelling. Please relax and enjoy the ride of champions. We agree with you. If you're the first time here, we do have 2 shots that usually sometimes go,
Hey, man, no. Don't put me in the trade talk.
I'm not saying. I'm just the reality. Sometimes if you're not playing the rookies or sometimes minutes, 2 shots is the captain of the minutes police. He's not wearing sleeves today because he just took off his badge, the little arm badge for MP. He took off the minutes police badge. But listen, we're all over the place with this family. But one thing we do is we love the Knickerbockers for sure. Machete is a realist. He doesn't go over the top, not too high, not too low. He's even keeled all the way. If you were here earlier with my brother, the New Knicks is extreme, the exaggerator. He's his meter only goes at 100. There's nothing in between. My brother's always at 100, and I'm just bopping back. I'm usually at 50%. Nonetheless, we love the Knickerbockers.
Hold on. I gotta defend myself
Hey,
here.
clear your name. Clear your name.
I gotta defend myself here because you know I never mentioned anything about trades. All right.
I just say
if anybody brings a trade to me, yeah, I'd love to entertain it. I'd love to talk about it. But just to be clear, I never once said trade anybody. I don't want to trade anybody. Actually, I'm lying. The only person I want to trade is Thibodeau, and everybody knows this.
And there it is. That's
everybody knows this. This ain't this ain't news. This ain't groundbreaking news.
My man, listen, we are a show that we have integrity. We admit when we're wrong sometimes. We ain't always right. We don't claim that we're always right. We all have but we have fun with it. If you're here, hopefully you're having fun with us. Machete is sideways on his ideals, just like his camera. There it is.
Thank you.
And we're Saucy Sunday. It usually goes left. Salute to you. Senor B says Brunson had to chill with the ego. It showed today with the ball movement. Okay. So he said, what are your thoughts on that, Machete? What are your thoughts on that, Machete?
I was the only one thinking that,
Okay.
So, he can get a little bit self-centered. He'll play a little bit of hero ball. But today, he did what he had to do. He came back. He got injured. I hope he's okay. I hope he gets some rest. Hopefully he won't play tomorrow against Detroit.
Oh, my God.
We won't. Do we really need him against Detroit? We got Deuce and we got Kolick, bro. And he got injured, bro, that enough that he had to walk off the court. Not just once, because he walked off when he got hit. And it looked like it probably was a hyperextension. It looked like when he collided with Green, he might have got struck on the shoulder. It looked enough for him to, walk off the court. Hopefully he'll get a good massage on there and put some heat on there and get it rested. I would like to see him not play tomorrow. We probably don't need him. He had a good, what was he got tonight? 44 points?
Yes, 44.
And good minutes.
6 assists. 6 assists is still good.
I believe it was in
that's really good, bro. Don't, man. That's crazy.
In 26 years, was it?
29 minutes.
29 minutes. He didn't even play 30 minutes.
Two shots, he played 29 minutes.
I love it. And I love it.
44 points. That's what we like to see. How many
can you say? He had 6 assists and 5 rebounds in 29 minutes,
really
plus
good.
44 points. 2 shots. Can you say you love Thibodeau?
Give that man a rest.
No. Don't go that far. Listen. He did great with Brunson, but he did leave Cat out there a tad bit too long, for my liking, anyways.
I think he was trying to get him in rhythm. So speaking of Cat had, do you want to call out those minutes or you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do. You're on.
All right, so Karl Anthony Towns had 36 minutes. In those 36 minutes, he had 30 points, 18 rebounds, 4 assists. Those 4 assists was good to see.
Crazy.
OG Anunoby, which was some of my concern, I was asking you guys. OG played 31 minutes. He got 11 points, only 1 rebound, and 2 assists, but he got those a little bit later in the game. So I'd like to see OG and Bridges in the second and third quarter kind of go off or figure something out there, but they've been positive. Josh Hart only played 35 minutes, 11 points, 11 rebounds, another double-double, another one, and 4 assists. So the assists from the starting unit was really good. 6 from Bridges, 6 from Jalen Brunson, 4 from Karl Anthony Towns, 2 from OG, 4 from Josh Hart. So they were moving the rock. You can see that was a focus from the team, that not only for them to bring the same energy, but to create that ball movement. It was evident on how they played. Deuce McBride played 20 minutes, which you see is probably going to be his average. He gave us 6 points off the bench. So the bench gave us 6 points off the bench with McBride. Precious Achiuwa gave us 4 points in 15 minutes, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. So that's 10 points off the bench. And Cameron Payne, that boy, he wants to drink whatever was in Jalen Brunson's cup, because Cameron Payne came in the game in 14 minutes. He gave us 18 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He had a couple of bad games. I told you, he'll have a few. But when it's time for him to shoot the rock, he's going to shoot that rock. What are your thoughts on some of the bench? Because the bench came contributing. You're talking about almost 32 points just with them two, just in the game. So 32 points or so off the bench. Is that something helpful? Considering we've been seeing the bench only at 4 points here and there. What is that thoughts to you? Two shots that gave a lot of rest for Brunson. Brunson rested half the first quarter. A lot of minutes in between. The starting unit got a heck of a pace that they were able, and a lead in a game that they were able to let the other players came in. And this is the first, I want to say this is the first game. I'm not going to say, I could be wrong, but this is the first game every player on the bench got minutes. Every player on the bench got minutes. Matt Ryan got 3, Tyler Kolek got 3, Jacob Toppin got 5, Porty got 5, Landry Shamet 6, and Cameron Payne 14, Precious 15. So everybody, two shots, the minute police, I'm going to need you to call back your officers and tell them to back off of Brunson. Hashtag free Tibbs.
No, I can't, bro. I can't. This is just one game. I need a more consistent. I love what I'm seeing, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still, like I said, want Cat to go down a little bit more. I think Mikhail was in the 40 range, so I want him to come down a little bit more. Yeah, Josh Hart, I love to see 35. I still love to see maybe 30 to 35 for him. But he's a workhorse. I'm not too concerned with him. I'm not too concerned with Mikhail. My worry is more of people like Brunson that get beat night in and night out. No pause, no more. Cat, that's a big man, you know, with the tendonitis or the tender, whatever he had, the jumper's knee, whatever they call it. You know,
you had everything, but he got everything according to you, boy. The jumper's knee, the tendonitis.
I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. One of them.
He got a lot of stuff, but I don't like any of it.
Tendonitis in the knee.
Tendonitis. Yeah, there you go. So whatever he got, you know, I want him to come down to about the 30 range. You know, it's just precaution, man. I just want precaution.
Thank you. That's the word.
I done said it a million times. If you go back and look at the tapes, when it's regular season, especially early on, I don't want 40 minutes. Okay? But in the playoffs, when it's do or die, win or go home, fucking leave him out there for 48 minutes. I don't give a fuck. But when it's fucking December, November, October, even January, like, what are we doing with 40 plus minutes, bro? On back-to-back nights, on 3 days, 4 nights, or whatever the fuck, traveling all over the place. Like, come on, man. It's just some common sense, bro. That's all I'm asking.
So you're saying you're concerned because he has the Jokovitis in his knee?
Listen, man. I mean, we joking shit, but like, these are fucking grown ass men that have families to feed and all this extra stuff, and they're paying for contracts. Like, nobody wants to get hurt, bro. Especially if you somebody out here that's making buku bucks. Like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want that next contract coming. So just you know, for the OGs of the world and the Mitchell Robinsons, just fucking. You know what I mean? Take precaution. That's all I'm asking.
Machete, you were saying?
No, I agree with two shots. I mean, you got to just take a little bit more precaution. You shouldn't be playing these guys 40 minutes. 30 minutes, 35 minutes. You know, I know you want to win. I understand we have to win, and we're behind the elite teams, and we have a lot of catching up to do because we're, 7 games behind number 1? We just got by OKC. Probably won't beat Cavs if we play at this rate. So we're trying to get as many wins as we can so that we don't have to battle to get into the play-in. So we want a winning record, I understand, but don't burn your guys out. You know, it's good that like tonight, I liked it when he sat everybody with about 5 minutes left. All the starters were sitting down. Maybe a little over 4 minutes, because I think at 5 minutes, Cat was still throwing the feet throws. With 4 minutes. I mean, Doc Rivers sat all his guys before Thibs did.
Around the 6-minute mark.
But that's when he started calling the players, because I mean, if you still got Giannis on the court, you can't. They made a little run when we was up 20, I think 26, 27. They made a run closer, bringing it 20, and then we fought back. But if we would have let that run, that's when you can't bring in the bench players because they're letting the rope go a little bit. And then they came back, fall back, Brunson hit a shot, and then they made the run. And then that's when we were able to bring the
Right, but
bench in.
even so, when our stars were finally sitting with 4 minutes left, it was nice to see them. I liked right before Brunson went back in, it was nice to see the starters watching the second unit play. Matt Ryan was hitting threes. Campaign was hitting his threes. Campaign did great tonight. He got 18 points in 13 minutes and was just chucking
From the
up
bench, which is our bench points. Mm-hmm.
My point is that I was happy to see the smiles on the starters' faces watching the bench unit play out there those last 4 minutes. It's nice to see that. You want to see those guys gain the confidence amongst themselves, Deuce leading the troop, and they did well, they did decent against, their bench, but at least they got to play and got a little, they need to build their chemistry. They need to build their confidence also, and it was nice to see that. And I enjoyed the starters seeing that.
Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
No, that's all I had to say. Can you hear me?
I
Can you
heard
hear me
you.
now?
I can't hear
me now?
Ross.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we good now.
All right, my bad. So I muted it so that way we can hear Machete. But I do like it too. I like it, but you see what we lacked in other games and what we did right in this game, whether it's bringing the right energy in the first quarter, ball movement, getting the ball rotation, getting everyone else involved, playing the right way that if you ain't got it, get the other person involved. They were trying to get OG, which you saw. A big shout out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart looks like he is the vocal captain. Jalen Brunson is a captain, but Josh Hart is the vocal captain. He's saying it in the locker room, which I know he was talking to when he said people got different agendas. That's a little subliminal. He said it twice.
I wanna know who he's talking about.
I don't know, but whoever it was got a wake up call today. Whoever it was a wake up call that they got the ball moving, they got in their head, and that's good that you have someone in your locker room that's gonna call it out. We don't care what level, what contract you got. You can be at the 200 mils. He's calling people out, and that's something good to see. That he's able to check whoever it is, and they know who he's talking to. That they played the right way. He got the ball moving. He pressured on the drive. He was playing defense even against Giannis. Go ahead. You want to say, Machete?
No, I'm sorry. It's just cold out there. I was just outside walking.
No, but it was good to see. And as you guys said, with passing the rock gives confidence. It builds confidence with everybody, not just the players. Even Mikal Bridges, even though he had a tough night, he got 5 shots compared to having 0 shots when he played against OKC.
Even Frazier was saying that, bro. You guys they're gonna gain confidence on the court. Not in, what do you say? Not in the practice, but in the actual game.
But what did he also say? What did he also say? When he was talking about that, he was talking about the G League. He said that the players were grateful that they had G League experience, that they were able to go down because in the game, as Tusha says, that Tibbs ain't gonna play him as much, but they're able to go to the G League and get 20, 30 minutes a night in a game. They're able to work on their game and experience, which you saw with Hook Porty now. Hook Porty fouled out 3-4 games ago in a G League game. You saw his footwork. You saw he wasn't jumping on the first pump fake, so they were able to work on their game in the G League. And he said that gives them rep. The reps that they give him, pass her the mic, Machete, pass her the mic. She need to talk. She got something to say.
I know, she's nosy. Next time.
She's
turn it.
She's the Knicks fan.
Yes.
She's ready to bite the head off of anybody who says anything less. And salute to David.
You heard Joy talking, so she want to say hi.
What's her name?
Nana.
Okay.
Nana, I love Nana. Nana's a bomb. Salute to David
cute,
Smith.
man.
Yeah, she's the bomb. Salute to Senior Beef, David Smith. David Smith said, great game by Brunson, Cat, and the Knicks. Brunson was in the zone tonight. If Brunson is shooting the ball well like tonight and he's in the zone, then I don't mind the hero ball. But when he's having an off night shooting and forces his shots and costs us a game, that's something to think about.
Perfectly said right there. Perfectly said.
That's what we're saying.
But that's also a growth for him too, right? This is also a area that he can grow in, that when he's not having it going. What you've seen, there's been nights that he's had 18 points and maybe 10, 12 assists. So he has done it. But when you have, unfortunately, the games like the OKC against the Orlando Magic, sometimes with us, when we lose the game, we lose it bad. We have everything fall apart. The assist is terrible. The ball hogging is terrible. Movement's terrible. Rotations are terrible. So those are just sucky. do you guys have concerns? Now we're at about the halfway mark. We'll be doing a show soon about the halfway show, which hopefully people don't jack. But do you guys have any concerns that you're seeing? Are you liking now that you're seeing the campaign getting a little bit in rhythm? You saw Shamit, which I'm surprised Shamit didn't get any burn today. I seriously thought he was
got
going to.
burn. He got some burn.
But like all the way at the end, there was moments that I thought Tibbs could have brought him in, and I'm riding with 2 shots on this one. There was times
Menace Police, huh?
Hey, listen, I'm not the Menace Police.
You're in the back seat, huh? I see you.
I called in. Hey, listen, I think you should. I wasn't that drop dime. I was dropping.
You the snitch, huh?
Listen, Thibodeau.
You peeking through the blinds and shit? You peeking through the blinds?
Thibodeau should have played Shamit.
Hey, I got a spot for you in my HOA, bro.
Hey, listen, I don't snitch. I just recommend.
Okay.
See what I did there?
Okay.
Anyway. Allegedly, I called in. Allegedly, I called in. Salute.
Okay.
And Senor B says you chilling because your beard's connecting. He said you out there chilling, just smooth, daddy.
Yeah. You see me. Okay. I'm trying to be like you. When I grow up, I want to be like you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, there's goals in life, and you too can be like the Most High. Not me. Don't be like me.
Nah, your beard is always on point, bro. Just...
You know what I'm saying? It's a little nappy today, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I get you. Anyway, all right. So we just bug with you guys. So great game tonight. We got a back-to-back tomorrow. We're playing Detroit. Tibbs did rest the starters today. He did give Brunson some rest. Yes, Machete, there is a little concern. Yes, everybody in the chat that Brunson got a little bit injured. He got a little stinger. That's what we call a little stinger. You know, a little sharp pain, get a little therapy, a little short tonight. And Senor Beef is correct. Detroit is not playing around this year. Detroit has veterans. They got players that are ready to play. It's not the young players from last year. They got Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway Jr. They got some great experienced vets that have been in the league some time. Go ahead.
But Cade is stepping up too. Cade, I think he just had like a 20-point triple-double.
Yeah, he's gonna be up there with triple doubles later on in his career. He's a very good triple double player. That's what they did. They got someone like that he has the ability. You got a lot of young talent. You got to put some veterans around him to make the game easier for him. So that way he's not going to get double and triple team like Brunson. He has a shooter in Tim Hardaway. He has Tobias that can shoot and drive. You know, Durant is coming into his own right now. He's starting to become more comfortable in his skin as a player. I think he just blocked, I forgot who it was. He just did a big block not too long ago, but he's getting a rhythm. So their team's coming around. Yeah, Detroit's playing good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good.
Detroit's coming up, man.
They're not a laughing stock.
They're going to be a problem probably next year.
Yeah, I mean, but that lets you know, as you were talking about, just play the rookies. They were playing hella rookies last year, and it was at the bottom, the worst team ever, right? That goes to show you need a good mix between veterans and rookies, and they're playing well. They've been in a lot of games this year. Even the ones that they've lost, they've been in a lot of games. They shocked a couple of teams. I think they just beat the Bucks the other day. So they're playing. They're playing. So it's nothing to sleep on them tomorrow. It's gonna be a good game tomorrow. I think.
I ain't worried about him. Even on the back-to-back, they're still underneath. They're still 20-19. They're they're not a 500 team. We should beat them.
I mean, by one game. It's not like they're 7-19.
Or what? How many games above 500 are we?
I mean, I know how we are. I'm just saying, but as them, before they were a 7-51. You know,
I'm the first to say, don't underestimate anybody.
Yeah. The trajectory is going the right way for them. So, like I said, next year they're going to be a serious problem.
What are your thoughts on tomorrow's game, Machete?
If they do a show tonight, then I'm worried.
Two shots. Hand them your gun. Bang, bang. He just pass it to him.
I wouldn't be mad if they did a show tonight. They deserve it. They won.
Oh, now they can do one. You went on a rampage on Friday's game. You went all out, and now you're like, today on a back-to-back, you gonna let them do a show?
No, they better not.
Oh, okay, all right then. All right, that's what I thought. All right, that's what I thought. Humberto de la Hoz.
Detroit. What was it? Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I'm looking at
you. Read that. Humberto says Detroit is getting good, but I expect to see Knicks basketball for the win. So and Humberto is a Nick ride or die. Everything he puts in the chat is in all caps. He's letting you know. Hear me out. Let's go, Knicks.
Berto is yelling it with his chest, bro.
Humberto's saying it with his chest. Hey, Humberto, we're giving you shots here, bro. I know that you subscribe. I know I'm gonna go back.
Word. Shout out to you, Berto.
I know I'm gonna go back and I'll say, Humberto, tú no subscribe, manito. You gotta hit the subscribe and the bell notification. And if you're new here, if this is
and
the first
like,
time
and the like,
and definitely like. If this is the first time you're here, Fridays, 5 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah, I'm looking at their Detroit has won 1, 2, 3.
Look at their games, bro. Look at their games.
1 out of 7 games in the last 7 games. They won freaking 5 in a row, lost to Golden State, beat Detroit, and they play us tomorrow.
Wait, how they beat Detroit?
Wait, they beat themselves? Oh, pause.
Toronto.
Hey, yo. And that game against Golden State was like down to the wire.
They lost to Golden State. That was the only game. It was 107, 104.
It was a close game.
Oh, wow, yeah.
There was
a lot of close games. They're doing well. They're actually doing very well. Actually, I'm looking at their schedule in the last. Holy shit!
Hold on, you're gonna retract that statement? Is what I heard. I'm sorry. I heard you were
that statement. Now that I'm looking at their last game since back in December.
I heard you was retracting the statement.
Okay, so the last time we played them was December the 7th. We beat them. Then they played Boston, lost to Boston, beat Miami, lost to Utah, beat Phoenix, beat the Lakers, beat the Sacramento Kings, lost to Denver, beat Orlando, beat Charlotte.
The Denver game, I think, was close too, if I'm not mistaken. I think that Denver game was close, if I'm not mistaken.
The Denver game was 134 to 121. They lost. That was their loss. And they beat Orlando, 96-105, beat Charlotte, 94-98, beat Minnesota, 105-119, beat Portland, 115-118, beat Brooklyn, 113-98.
Brooklyn's been balling lately.
They're all right. They lost to Golden State, 104-107.
Nail biter.
Beat Toronto, 123 to 114. And that was on Friday, January the 11th.
They get in buckets, bro. 123. They get in buckets. They're a young team.
And now they're gonna play us. So they got rest. They've been rested since Friday.
Since we talking about the ops, speedy recovery to your boy Jaden Ivey, man. Sucks that it happened to him. He's I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's a believer like we are. So hopefully he gets better quick.
Yes, sir. And one more salute to Alan Hahn. We appreciate you. Our condolences to you. Alan Hahn from MSG, the announcer, just lost his sister. So salute to you.
Oh dang. Okay, yeah. Praise
to you, and hopefully everything goes well for you. Keep your head up, brother. We appreciate you. Yeah,
prayers up for Alan Hahn and his family. Our condolences. I know what it's like to lose a sibling. That's hard, man.
Yeah. So he's going through that now. So we'll say peace.
Alan Hahn, you in our prayers, brother.
Always. Salute to you. Praise the Most High to give you guidance and peace. And then as Machete was looking at there, Detroit is no joke. We got a back-to-back. The good thing, so overall, today's game, how it affects tomorrow's game, players got rest. I think you and Machete were both asking for some rest. Am I right? We got Tibbs he got the bench in and the rookies in. He heard you guys.
I'll give him credit.
He heard the shouts. When he got handcuffed, they put him into a little shock. The Menace Police got a hold of him. They released him just before the game. He gave the rookies burn. He gave the bench burn. Everybody touched the court today. Everybody got confidence. We moved the rock, so got back to facilitating, moving the rock. Jalen Brunson, we found him. He's back at his MVP level-esque. Now we just need a couple of those games in a row. Cat's been MVP level again, 30 and 14 plus. Mm-hmm. He's there. Tomorrow's a good game for Bridges and OG to get in a rhythm. Tomorrow's a good game for them to open up tomorrow. If we can get Brunson and Cat to do what they normally do, and I think feed Bridges. The only thing with Bridges is just confidence. That's it. It's strictly confidence. Any struggles you have, it's only confidence. He has to just get the ball, and he's either trying to move the rock or he's scared to hold the rock. I'm looking for Bridges to have a breakout game tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Bridges breakout game. It's going to be a tough game, but I think OG and Bridges step out on that. Great win tonight. Tell me your thoughts, Machete, on tomorrow's game with Detroit. Any player or anything that you think stands out? The rotations, the bench, Brunson.
But we'll see. I mean, we gotta. I think we should beat them. I think they're still on a 500 team. They're still young. We've got their number. We'll have their number. It depends if we play. I hope we rest Brunson. I hope we rest him. I hope he's not too injured. But we got like a really tough schedule coming up this week because after Detroit, we're playing the 76ers Wednesday.
Yep.
Then Friday we play
Timberwolves. Yep, we got the Timberwolves.
Right. Then is that Friday? And then we're playing Atlanta.
Yeah, so we got the
back to back after that. After the Timberwolves, we play Atlanta
and Boston back to back next week,
and then Brooklyn.
I ain't worried. Yeah, I said Boston. I meant Brooklyn. My bad.
I would play Brooklyn, and that's a weird game. The Atlanta game is going to be at 3:00.
Yeah, that's a weird one. I don't know if it's.
Is that a Friday night? When's the?
That's on a Monday. That's on a Monday. I don't know. Is it a holiday Monday?
No, wait a minute. We're playing. Okay, so we're playing Detroit Monday, the 76ers Wednesday, Minnesota. Yeah, you're right. Minnesota Friday.
Atlanta Monday and Tuesday.
Atlanta Monday and Tuesday. Atlanta and Brooklyn Monday and Tuesday, and then Sacramento Kings for the. I mean, the rest of the month we're playing the Kings, and then the Grizzlies, and then Denver.
These next three games. These next three games.
3 or 4 games.
It got to be a rhythm. So today we got to capitalize on the rhythm we did. What we used to be successful, moving the rock, getting everyone involved, staying focused for 48 minutes. I've been stressing that all year. 48 minutes, we lose focus for 48 minutes, whether there's peaks and valleys. It has to be every 48 minutes for an entire game. Get everyone involved. You saw the importance of campaign. Campaign is a lightning rod, a genie in the bottle when we got it. Him and Shaman, I think, are going to be important going forward. You saw Precious, even though he didn't have a lot of points, he played very good in the paint. It was tough for him against Giannis, but he played very well overall. So these next games for this next week. So Detroit. Go ahead. What was that?
Yeah. And you think February is going to be?
This is going to be a tough. This is going to be a challenging week because we got Detroit tomorrow, Philly, which is they started been getting good. Paul George is back. He's in rhythm. He's not injured. So this week with 76 in Milwaukee. I'm sorry, the Minnesota Timberwolves. We play them Friday. They've lost a couple of close games. They're starting to get into ants in the rhythm. So these next 3 games are going to be a pivotal week to see where we at, see where our bench is at, see where our rotation's at. So it's going to be a pivotal week to watch. So by Friday, I want to see if we can average at least 27 assists or better. If we got that, we're up. And I think, I'm not sure who said it in our chat, when we have 30 assists or more, we're 17-1. So that is our key to success overall. 30
yeah, the guys seem to be finding each other better. So they're passing the ball around a little bit better. That's good, which we're gonna need so that we can keep those 29 to 30 assists. Because these next 8 games to end this month are gonna be a little tough. But February is gonna be a killer, dude. February is gonna be a fucking killer, bro. We're playing some tough teams that I say all the teams that we're gonna play in February, we've lost to.
But that and I'm happy this time. I'm
getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry, but
yeah, you're a month ahead. We're just trying to
we need to stay. My point is that we need to stay focused for the next 8 games. These guys have to remain healthy. So Thibs has to watch his minutes with them because we need them healthy for the next 8 games because it's not going to get easier next month. So these guys have to be healthy. Thibs has to watch their minutes, pay them carefully, have good rotations, get his bench more confident, get him out there. These guys need to be focused and practicing more. I'm not saying that they're not, but they should be practicing a little bit more, I hope. because the schedule, and they know, I'm sure they're very aware with the schedule who their opponent's gonna be, because we could win these next 8 games. We could probably lose 2 of them out of the 8. I'm gonna say.
Okay. Wow. Hey, Mister, I don't predict anything. You're.
I'm not predicting anything, but I'm looking at these teams that we could beat. We could beat the guys we're gonna play right now: Detroit, the 76ers, the Timberwolves. We should smack Atlanta back. Brooklyn, Sacramento Kings, and the only ones that's a match for us might be the Minnesota Denver games.
And
right there, end of the month. But those other teams we play before them, from now till to the 27th and 29th, we should beat these teams if we stay healthy and we play right and we pass the ball around. Because it's not going to get easier in February. February could make us fucking a 500 team, because we're playing some teams. We're going to play Atlanta again later on in February. But with them, I'm not really paying attention to Atlanta. But we should be able to. But they've beaten us twice already, right?
Yeah.
So they're a team we can't sleep on.
And Senor Beef says Philly got OKC on Tuesday, which is a tough matchup for them, and they have a back-to-back with us. So Philly has a tough back-to-back. So on Tuesday, they're playing OKC, who's 16 straight, but the number 1 team in the NBA. They're playing them, and then they play us, who we're on a roll. We got a bad taste in our mouth from the OKC game and other games we lost. So we're trying to get on our swag back. So Philly's got a tough 2 games, Tuesday and Wednesday. They got us. And then Senor B says, we got the tools. I like our bench. Our bench is healthier now. They're getting healthy. Not saying that they're 100%. You can see Deuce is laboring a little bit, but he's trying to get his rhythm back. Sham is starting to come back. Campaign, all cylinders. He's already up here. He was injured, and he's like my brother. He goes from 0 to 100 real quick. So he's balling. David Smith, let me know that David Smith said about the assist. So David Smith in the chat is talking in third person. David Smith says, David Smith said about the assist, LOL. So he said, yo, I said it. It was me. Make sure you give my props. I said about the 30 assists, the 17-1. Give me my props. We will hopefully have Mitch back by then. So Machete. Senior
exactly.
So you're talking about what February, you're talking about games and how it's going to be tough. And Senior Beef is letting you know we should have Mitch by February. We should have Deuce a couple of games in game shape. We should have Shamit in some kind of rhythm. And if we have those 3 in rhythm plus campaign clicking, I don't fear anybody. That's the only thing I was waiting for. As you guys were talking about the most minutes played in the NBA, the first half, now is when I'm really evaluating our team. Now that we have our bench players, now that Tibbs can make substitutions, now that Tibbs can rest some players, that's what we got. Stay grounded. Don't forget, Tibbs has a losing career playoff record. Damn, David, I'm giving you props, David. And then here you come with some negativity. The very next sentence. He says, stay grounded. Don't forget that Tibbs has a losing career playoff record, and he has been fired twice from the playoff underperformances. I got to look at the playoff records. I think we're winning now because he's had 2. Even if it's a losing playoff record, he's had a successful record with the New York Knickerbockers in the playoffs. I'm just going to say that. We've been successful. We've been to the second round 2 out of the 4 years with Thibodeau. So I don't care what he did in the past. I'm looking at now. I ain't looking in the rear like the ass. I'm looking right now. Right now against the Knicks. Pause. I am not looking. Hey, yo. You better not be looking back in the rear. Hey, Knicks are doing well for the last 4 years. I'm liking what he got here. Angrill 1. Ain't seen you in a while. Salute to Angrill 1. Salute to you, sir. Angrill says today was a good start in playing with urgency and defensively. What are your thoughts on that? Urgency and defensively playing today. That was something that we lacked intensity and focus and some defense and the lack of rotation in OKC because they was bombing on us. I like that. Mitch cuts Cat's minutes in a good way. Yep. So when when Cat has trouble.
Mitch what?
So he says Mitch cuts Cat's minutes in a good way. So like when Cat's having trouble now, when you bring in Mitch, Yes, they're gonna stop the 3-pointers from coming in, but you ain't scoring when Mitch comes in. Mitch is gonna be swatting mosquitoes left and right. Get that out of here. And did you guys see how Mitch looked the other day? He was when he came off the bench. Okay, but when he was playing against Toronto, if you look at a Toronto game, Mitch looks solid. He looks like he's in shape. Like the last time he gained a lot of weight, he looked like he was heavy. You said, guys. He had the big chunky cheeks. Right now, he looks slim. He looks in fit. He looks in shape. He's running. I think Mitch is going to surprise some people this year. I'm liking that. Consistency is a key with this team. So you think, Machete, from now till Friday, our next show is Friday, 5 p.m., Sunday, 5 p.m. every week. Friday, 5 p.m., Sunday, 5 p.m. If you hit the bell notification, you'll know. Hit that. Hit the like and subscribe. We got 2 games coming up. We got Detroit tomorrow. We got Philly Wednesday. And then we got the Timberwolves on Friday. I know you went through the whole month, but just these 3 games. 2 shots. Let me bring it to 2 shots. 2 shots. Sleepy guy. How do we look tomorrow? How do we look tomorrow against Detroit? How do we look against Philly on their tough back-to-back? And then Minnesota with Ant and your boy spinning and winning, Randall.
Detroit, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think we're gonna get the W. I would like to see Thibodeau continue the deceleration in minutes, whatever you want to call it, the bringing down of the minutes. Whether we win or lose, I think it would be beneficial for us in the long run, especially if the young boys get some run and develop chemistry. But I'm optimistic that we get the W there. Minnesota, we already handled them. We beat them.
After 76. 76 is after that. 76 will be playing back to back. They play OKC and then they play us after playing OKC. How do you think that looks for them? Do you think they're tired? Yeah, because 76 is playing OKC the night before they play us.
Oh, so they're on a back to back.
They're on a back to back and they're going to play OKC before they play us.
Is Embiid playing?
No one knows. Not even the Philadelphia. He should be. He should be, but we don't know. We don't know. I'm sure he will be.
I'm not too worried about them either. I can't remember last time that Cat played Embiid, how that went, but
we beat them. We beat them. FYI.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned with Philly either. And Paul George, I think he's way beyond his prime. I think he's losing his mind. Talking about he's bored playing the center. Like I don't understand him. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. I'm actually gonna look past them and then look into Minnesota. And
your boy Dante coming back. Your boy Dante, Randall,
my boy Devo, man.
Is that an at-home game?
Bring him home, Leon. If you're listening, I don't know if you are. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? But if you're listening, bring your boy home.
Machete, is that at the Garden? The Friday game?
I think all these games are going to be at home.
Okay, so that's at the Garden. So Devo plays very well at the Garden against Minnesota.
He's a fan favorite, bro. He's one of my favorites. I
don't think it's going to be enough for Minnesota. Devo's not going to be enough.
Yeah, no, Randall with the whole Randall's not really vibing really good with Ant-Man, and it's a weird combo. Then you got Gobert there, like it's just they're going through what we went through with Mitch and Randall, with Gobert and Randall. You know what I'm saying? They both play the paint. Somebody clogs the paint, and that's where Randall thrives. And it's whatever. It's their problem now. But I don't see them going very far either. To be honest with you, I think they regressed like tremendously from the loss to Cat. And that's to say, I still believe that they gave us the blueprint to win the championship, because I believe you need a center behind Cat. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna drop his numbers down a little bit. He might not be the all-star center. He might not be the all-star power forward, but in the long run, it's going to be better. I mean, I believe they gave us a blueprint.
I hear what you're saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong in any way. I just think we could do it in spurts and depending on matchups. You know what I'm saying? Depending on certain teams, there's minutes that you can bring in 3-4 minutes with Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a good 3-minute stretch. You have Mitch and you have Cat, that you have them in that rotation type of thing, depending on matchup. Like a big teams that are like a OKC, when you have Chet and then you have all these people that are 6'10", something like that you can have, maybe Mitch play most of the defense, and then you can have Cat move to the 4, stretch out their players. So I think in certain matchups, that'll work out. Not for a whole game or not for full starting, but definitely that you're gonna see that. I'm more than sure Tibbs gonna use that as a weapon in certain aspects. Against Detroit, I like what we have there. I think Detroit is gonna come with a lot of energy in the beginning. We just have to be the first one, like tonight's game. So tonight's game was a precursor of what we should be doing. That we've had a lot of games that we won that way, where we're starting off in the beginning, where we're being aggressive in the first half. I think it still should be a Cat early, but Brunson took it upon himself today to be like, I can't wait for Cat to get into rhythm. I can't wait for OG to see if he has it tonight. I can't wait to see if Bridges is confident tonight. Did he eat Chipotle before the game? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm not waiting for that. I'm just gonna go do what I do as a captain. I respect that he did it, and his shots are falling. There's times that they're not. So now, can he learn the balance in these next couple of games? That if his shot's not falling, to Machete's point, can he move the rock? To what some people are saying, can he be away from a dominant scoring 44 point? Can you go from 44 points to the next game you're struggling, and can you get 12, 13, 14 assists? We'll see. So I think that'll be the game. But tomorrow against Cade Cunningham is going to be tough for him. Cade Cunningham is all of 6'7", all of 6'8". He's a very big kid. He's a tough kid. He's got a big wingspan.
Yeah.
He's got a good wingspan, so he's big. You got Tobias Harris in
They're
the
all
paint. You got
tall,
Durant.
man.
They are.
That's a big team.
They're young, yeah.
You have Durant in the paint.
And athletic.
You got Tobias, who's 6'10", who, if they help, you know what I mean? So that's how you got to look at matchups. Not so much if can he keep doing this. You're going against defenders that are 6'10", that can change your game a little bit. So can you facilitate to get Bridges on the slash? Can Cat get a pass to OG slashing? So that's what I'm looking at most of them to play tomorrow.
I tell you who's my X factor, OG. Because whoever he matches up against, he has to shut him down.
It's Tobias. He's going against Tobias. Tobias is over age.
Nah, you can't put OG on him. Tobias is not that big of a scoring threat. I'm comfortable with Bridges on him. OG, I would put OG on more on Cade Cunningham or whoever their small forward is, or shooting guard. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I mean Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway is crazy.
He's gonna light it up. He's gonna light it up,
especially if he's coming into MSG.
Yeah,
he's gonna light it up. He's gonna take a ton.
I think he lit us up last game. The last time we played them.
So it's definitely going to be challenging. Tomorrow's going to be a good game. Tomorrow's going to see it's a combination of.
They're going to be rested. They're going to be coming in. We're going to be. Pause. We're going to be, coming off a back-to-back, and they're going to be rested. I don't think they played tonight. It's gonna be tough.
Tomorrow's
we should have their number though, but we have their number, and I'm confident in our squad. We'll be all right.
Yeah. So tomorrow's game is something that tomorrow's a bench game. So tomorrow is you're gonna have a give and take between whoever starts, how our starters play, how their starters play. But tomorrow, I think our bench is a little more in depth in there, can take advantage of their youth. We have a little more experienced bench with Campaign. You saw Campaign even against Giannis. He had the floater, he had the little right hand hook, he had the little teardrop, he was whamming the 3-pointers. This game is very diverse. So I think our bench is where it's going to come in tomorrow. If we can get Campaign to have even half the game he had today, if Deuce can get into some kind of rhythm, if Shamet can get into a flow, if Precious can get some defensive presence and rebound tomorrow, that's going to be our advantage for our game tomorrow. And then against Philly, I think Philly's going to be beat up and worn down. that we can. All we need is 2 good quarters against Philly. If we go off like we did today in the first and second quarter against Philly, I think we'll end up wearing them down, and then it's going to be just too much overall. So I think we can win against Philly. They're going to play OKC. OKC is going to give them all that they can handle. They're playing 2 games back to back on the road, so they're playing on the road both those games. So it's going to be challenging. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's going to be a fight. People don't like it, but I think it's going to be a fight with Minnesota. They've been fighting a lot of the games. They just haven't found their rhythm or that chemistry. Dante's has been playing a lot better. He's deferring more to Alexander, who plays with them. But I think in tomorrow's type of game, he's going to say, give me the effing rock. Give me the rock. Show me the money. I think he's going to be ready tomorrow. I think they learned from the last time they played us that they try to let Julius Randle go off early, that they're not going to let that go, but they're going to try to incorporate him in the game a little bit tomorrow. I still think we get that W Friday. That's a tough game. So I think we can go 3-0. We can go 4-0 this week.
I'm going 2-1.
I'm going on a full sweep this week. A tough one. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not predicting anything, but just Philly has a back-to-back.
I'm not predicting anything, but you're saying it's going to be a sweep.
I think we're going to have a stinker somewhere in there.
If it is, I think, if all honesty, if it is, it may be Minnesota. If it is, it may be Minnesota. Only because Ant is at that next level. When he meets Jalen Brunson, him, Josh, and Jalen Brunson played a USA team. He has that Esh, you know what I'm saying? So if it is, it may be against Minnesota.
I'm not worried. Don't get me wrong. I'm not worried about any of these teams, but I believe we're going to stink it up in one of the games.
It's either Detroit because of a back-to-back and, we let it slide, or Minnesota. It's possibly Detroit because Detroit's not playing around. It's a back-to-back. If anybody misses, if anything, it could be Detroit. I'm going to be honest.
I'm not sure.
I agree. If anything, I don't like making predictions or anything like that, but we haven't won any back-to-back games this whole entire season.
Really?
Look at that. That's a good stat.
I don't know. That's a good stat. We'll look at it by Friday.
Wait, hold on. Didn't we have 9 in a row?
I don't know if we had any.
We had 9 in a row, but I don't think we've won any back-to-back games.
We'll look at that.
We just had like a 9-game winning streak.
As a matter of fact, Machete's going to bring that up, and we'll talk about it Friday. Machete, that's your homework for Friday. Look at all the back-to-backs we have, and have we won them? That'll be Machete's homework for Friday. But if anything, and as he's saying, I think tomorrow's game is going to be challenging. It's going to be a tough one. They're playing very well. They're a 500 team. They've had some very close games that they could have won. They could be over 500. If it wasn't for Steph Curry's heroics, they beat LeBron and Anthony Davis with D'Lo. They played some games. I've been watching some of the games. They're playing very well. So nonetheless, it's going to be a challenging week. If you guys are watching us, did you get the answer, Michelle?
Take that back. I take that back. No, hold on a second. Go ahead. Carry on.
No, I was going to start closing us out. We'll do it for Friday. Just have that answer for Friday. We're going to be closing out tonight. Wonderful game tonight. Great game by Brunson. He pulled out the biggie, kicked in the door, waved in the 4-4.
Hey, before you close out, I want to get your opinion on something.
Dime.
I was thinking, because you like to throw it back at me, so
pause.
Hey, yo, pause. No more. No diddy.
You did win a back-to-back.
I never throw it back, bro.
No diddy. My bad. But you know how I like to say fuck Tibbs and replace Tibbs and blah blah blah. So I got a name that popped into my head earlier today, actually, because he was mentioned in the broadcast.
Okay.
And the person that they mentioned was Patrick Ewing. And I sat back and thought about it. I don't know what his record was in Georgetown, but how do you feel about Pat replacing Tibbs?
No, it ain't gonna happen.
Replacing Tibbs?
It's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Yeah, we had the opportunity to make him a coach before, and they didn't hire him.
That's my point exactly. That's my point exactly.
I love Patrick Ewing, but he's not an NBA coach. Because if he was an NBA,
give me a reason why.
He's been an NBA assistant on several teams.
Exactly.
They haven't given him a head job. He He did good at Georgetown. He did decent. I think they like him at Georgetown as a coach because he was a former NBA player and an assistant coach for a college, for a university. But not for the Knicks, bro. It's
I just don't. I don't know his X's and
How
O's.
do you not give this man a chance? I mean, this man then gave you 20, almost 20 years.
He applied for the job, and they said no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so now that he got the coaching experience in Georgetown,
that's college. That's college. That's college. That's college.
Basketball is basketball at the end of the day.
In this level,
very few NBA college coaches can do it on the NBA level.
In this level, I would say
just the general manager right now, the president for Boston's another one.
I would say
college coaches. You can't. It's not the same because you're coaching young college guys, and it's a difference between coaching young college guys and NBA players with egos. Because you're dealing with young college guys who'll listen to you and do what you say as a coach, especially if you're a coach who has NBA experience. But it's different as a college coach to come in and then handle. I mean, Patrick, because he's been an NBA player and he's been an assistant in the NBA.
Yeah, and he's been
whatever reason, we said no to it before already. We already said no to it before. We're not going to say no to it before and then say yes. And not only that, he's not even an assistant coach. He's not even an assistant coach on our bench. If anything, the one who may be ahead of him is Brunson. Mo Cheeks.
Okay.
In there who might go ahead
you brought up Brunson. Okay, you brought up Brunson. So what about him?
He's not ready.
He's not. How
do you know he's not ready?
He's possibly there, but he's not. He's not smarter than Tibbs.
He was a college coach, but he really hasn't done anything when he was in Virginia. What you mean
he's not smarter than Tibbs? Like that's like.
I would do if listen. I don't entertain the talk because I'm all in on Tibbs. If there was, I would do Jeff Van Gundy. I would say Jeff.
Right, you're going backwards. I'm trying to get a fresh new mind, bro. Like you said, Boston. Like you brought up Boston. Boston is like, I don't want to call them the franchise that we follow, but god damn it, like they had Brad Stevens, brand new. Nobody knew him.
No, Brad Stevens was a college coach. He was one of the few college coaches.
Oh my God! So it could work for Boston, but it can't work for
one of the few college coaches that can. Very few. If you look, very few college coaches can transfer what they do in the college level to the NBA level. He was one of them.
Boston did it 3 times. Boston brought a fresh new face 3 times. Brad Stevens, Udoka, and Mazzulla now. Look at what Udoka's doing in Houston. You telling me that we can't follow that blueprint?
2 shots. So to your point, the 2 NBA coaches you're talking about, Mazzulla and the coach before, they're young. Udoka's the only one who set the blueprint for it, and he set the blueprint for how they're playing.
How they
listen, Mazzulla that's playing now, he's not. There's nothing that you can say. You can put your fingerprint and say this is what Mazzulla does different. He's playing the team exactly how Udoka did. They're playing the exact same. They're not. There's nothing that you can say that Jason Tatum is now all of a sudden a better defender than when he was with Udoka. They're playing the exact same way. He literally did nothing. He's doing what Spoelstra did when Jeff Van Gundy let go of the Miami Heat. Miami Heat had the formula through Jeff Van Gundy.
With Boston, 2 shots with Boston. 2 shots with Boston. What happened with them is the same thing that happened with Miami. It's like Pat Riley is the puppet master. Spoelstra's there. He's a video guy. He wasn't a college coach or anything. He was a video guy that was given an opportunity as an assistant coach underneath Pat Riley. But a lot of the times, I feel I'm not in the Miami locker room or anything like that. But Pat Riley's going to make a lot of those calls because of his experience in the NBA. Same thing with Brad Stevens in Boston and their coach that they have right now. So Brad Stevens was the coach.
So going by your logic, we can't do the same thing. We can't bring up Brunson and then have Tibbs call the shots. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
No.
When do you make this call? Is what I'm telling you. So it's when we're losing, or if he loses the locker room, if he loses the players. Tibbs has a winning record in 4 years. It's not like he's not.
No. I'm bringing. Say again.
Okay. I know.
All right. You're right. You know what? Forget it. I'm sorry I brought it up.
No. Listen to your point.
We say Patrick Ewing. No, because he was giving.
You're breaking up real bad, bro.
You're breaking up bad right now. 2 shots. Ewing is good, but I think Ewing is not at the level.
When we were looking for coaches, when we were looking for before Thibs, and we were.
You're still breaking.
You're breaking up.
I don't hear him.
He's breaking up bad.
Oh,
Say it. No, not you. Hey, all right. So 2 shots for. I hear you with Patrick Ewing. I think Patrick Ewing. This team is too far from his aspect right now. Right now, just in my opinion. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's the answer. You could be right, but I think at his level, he's more of a younger team, a Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte, because he's a more developmental.
Okay. All right, I hear you. I can see it on Patrick. You brought
maybe Mo Cheeks. Maybe Mo Cheeks. I think Mo Cheeks would be a better fit.
But why are you going back? Like I'm trying to move on from the dinosaur era. I want to bring a new mind.
All right. Well, if you're not giving answers, get some.
He's giving some. But Brunson's dad it would be hard for people to take him seriously because he's Brunson's dad. For Brunson's dad specifically, could there be maybe Yamato or one of the other coaches? Maybe Brunson's dad. I don't see how it would work where they're all good and friendly with him, and that he's his son's dad. That they would, you know what I'm saying? Like they would be like, I don't know. For that,
it wouldn't work.
For that, could there be another?
I'm gonna keep.
We can revisit this with somebody else. I just don't think at this time. If we have a bunch of games like OKC games where we start losing some or losing against winning teams, you could probably start seeing something where they're gonna have to start questioning. So then you can start looking at that point. Right now, if we start beating these winning teams, you'll see it. But right now, they're gonna give Tibbs at least the rest of this year and maybe at least half of next year. Is how it's because this team's brand new. They need a gel.
Me personally, you already know I've been out on Tibbs.
I know you've been out on Tibbs. Salute to Knicks Yak. First time. I don't know if we've been here before. I don't think I saw you. Salute to you. Appreciate you. Hopefully you like and subscribing. Hit that bell. Knicks Yak says Tibbs is getting fired for what? Come on, stop being ridiculous. We have the 5th best record in the NBA. He said I did it. He said, how about this stat? When we win the rebounds, we only lost 4 times all year. Win the rebounds. Salute to Knicks Yak. Win the rebound. Yep. And we got somebody who is probably the best rebounder in all of the NBA next month, if I do recall. So we have Mitch coming back.
Yeah, we waiting on him.
So tell me about your dad. New Knicks, do you think we wait on Mitch? Do you think that they're trying to move him? Or do you think a healthy Mitch makes all the difference in the world for the New York Knicks?
I mean, shit. Of course, it's gonna make all the difference for the Knicks. I seriously doubt that they jumped the gun and move him when he's been top 3, top 5 in his position for the last 2-3 years. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to rebounds, blocking, yeah, I don't think they jumped the gun and make a move on Mitch because there's really nobody to replace him with. If you're replacing Mitch, if you're trading Mitch, who do you replace him with?
It's a really good question.
There's really not that many players that's of Mitch's caliber. Now, I saw in the chat where you guys were talking about Bobo, and bro, I'm not really trying.
We're gonna listen. We're gonna visit that later. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about that on another live.
We never talk. We
I
never
know.
brought
No,
up.
no,
I'll
in
send
the other chat, in the
Listen,
WhatsApp
I'll get
chat.
you included. We're gonna talk about trades, mid-year review. We're gonna do that probably on Friday or something.
Well,
like
I
that.
mean, but you did ask me the question.
I was talking about specifics on that, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're not jumping the gun. They're gonna wait for Mitch to get healthy. Mitch will definitely carry us on into the finals. He'll make the bench a lot more deeper. I could see Tibbs running into scrambling into his little chemistry bag and seeing Mitch and Towns out on the floor together. See how that will work. There's a lot of weapons that Tibbs has to be utilized. That we haven't seen yet, but we're waiting. I mean, the last few games that we've lost has basically been due to our bench being depleted.
Which
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't want to see it that way. A lot of people want to see it for the minute restrictions. Yes, we are top team in minutes and all of that stuff, but it is. You can't hear
go
me?
ahead. My bad. I get you. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's my take on it. I don't think we make any moves. We wait for Mitch, and like I said, the bench will be a lot better off. If Mitch was threatening, starter players, imagine what he's going to be doing to the bench players.
And
So
let me,
I mean, actually, Mitch. Sorry,
no, go ahead.
Mitch going into the bench we might see Mitch go into his little offensive bag before he got injured.
Tibbs will never allow that.
And listen.
I mean, against bench players, come on.
Listen, and
He's not gonna allow that.
to touch upon that real quick, what you were just saying, Mitchell Robinson, in his 5 years he's been with the New York Knicks, has always been a starter. Went from learning how to play the game to always playing against starter to learning how to play from the floor under the basket to blocking 3-pointers, all this stuff. That this is going to be the best Mitch we see when he's in a bench role. This is going to give him the best possibility to play his best basketball ever, where he's not playing against these superstar talents in the beginning. That's going to let him ramp up his game. That's going to let him get his minutes.
That's what I was saying. It's going to let him be able to get into that offensive bag that we've been seeing for like the last.
But his ceiling. His ceiling for sure.
I mean, but
before
before he got injured, he was getting confident enough to cross niggas in, drive in. So I'm not saying that he's gonna have a hook or turnaround jumper or he'll be shooting from the threes, but playing against secondary competition, you might see him get a little bit loose.
And he's gonna have guards that will find him. You got Deuce, you got Campaign, you got Shamit that look for other players. You got guards,
Chuck, bro.
But he doesn't get assists. Campaign gets assists. I mean, his role is to get points. But he does find players. His role is to score, but he does find players. He had 2 assists tonight. Nothing crazy, but if those are to Mitch,
I mean, but do you guys see anybody in any 30+ teams on the bench, anybody that can match up with Mitch center wise? I mean, not if he was playing, bro. He was putting Embiid to bed. He was like, come on, guys. He was playing against
Steven Adams is the only person that I can see, and Steven Adams.
Yeah, I mean, but anybody else off the bench, Mitch is eating food all day.
As a starter, he was top 4. As a starter, he was top 4 in the NBA.
That's what I said.
top 4, 5
We
in
don't
block.
even know what Mitch we getting, bro. This is injury. What now?
Well, I
No,
mean,
this-
out of the horse's mouth, he said he's came back plenty of times throughout his career. He's come back 80%, 70%, and try to force it. And he said himself, he's not coming back till he himself knows he's 100% and won't fall back into an injury. I mean, the last injury he had was caused by Embiid. So it wasn't self-inflicted. He didn't fall on anybody. His leg and his ankle got tugged by a dirty player.
That's a good
Anyway.
point. But still, I don't know.
Anyways, hey, look, time will tell. We're not losing anything with him. If no matter what, you play him regardless, no matter what, whatever side you're on the Mitch side, whether you trade him, you keep him, no matter what you do, whatever what side you're on, you got to play him first off. If you're on the trade side, to build his value, which I'm definitely not on the trade side, but to build his value so you can get something for him, to let other teams know that he is healthy, he has his value, and then you can trade him, which again I don't agree on, but you can get more than less for him now when you're gonna get the lowest buck because he's injured now. So you got to play him, let him build up his value. If he's worth it for you and you're on the Mitch side, he's going to definitely pay his dividends when he gets his minutes. So no matter what, you got to play Mitch. Anything that you're really looking for this team to really trades, players, anything like that, it's in all honesty is next summer. Right now you're looking for chemistry, cohesiveness, see who you keep, and then next summer would be moves. But that's going to be for next year. I still like Mitch going on. We're going to start trimming the stream because we've been on a little too long. New York Knicks, we got tomorrow. We didn't hear your opinion. Tomorrow we got Detroit Pistons on a back-to-back. Wednesday we got Philly, who's playing OKC on Tuesday, so they have a back against OKC. Then they play us on Wednesday, and then we got Minnesota with Randall and Dante. What are your thoughts on those 3 games?
We beat Detroit, correct?
We play them tomorrow on a back. We play today. Tomorrow.
Yeah, but we've played them.
Yeah,
we played them before. Yeah, Detroit's really not something to be concerned about. Who else did you say we play?
we play Philly on Wednesday, and they got a back-to-back. So they'll be playing OKC on Tuesday, then they play us Wednesday.
Yeah, that's 2 losses for Philly back-to-back. I'm not worried about Philly.
Then we got Randall and Dante DiVincenzo with Ant-Man on Friday, on a Friday night game when we'll be doing our podcast.
Randall plays in jeans. I'm not worried about it.
Hey, yo, that's a savage take by Ant-Man. And David Smith said Detroit beat us last time. But, yo, Ant-Man is a savage for saying
He said that?
I mean,
Ant-Man
he said it.
He told
He said that about Randall?
He said that
Bro,
too.
they got into a little spat. They got into a little spat and said, "Nigga, you play like you playing jeans."
That was a savage take. Hey, I got love for Randall. Listen, I'm riding with Randall forever. But that's a cold take. Cold-blooded.
Shit. I mean, listen. Ant-Man was praising him 2 weeks before that. You know what I mean? They had extra plug saying something about Randall in one of the raps. Like, you know what I mean? So for him, so for him to say that, 2 weeks after, you could tell Randall's kind of getting on niggas' nerves.
Knicks 100 GM. iHeart was not better than Mitch. He did get more rebounds, but Knicks 100 says iHeart was better than Mitch when he got here. He got rebounds. He did not. There was only one person that was number 4 in the NBA in rebounds.
No. You just looking at one single stat, brother.
What else is he talking about?
iHeart's impact was 10 times bigger than Mitch's.
With Mitch on the floor. He was good with Mitch on the floor.
Don't do that. Don't downplay what iHeart did, bro.
I'm not downplaying, but iHeart learned from Mitch. That's a fact.
I don't care. Then the students surpass the teacher.
Okay, but that was what the teacher had a pneumonia. Now the teacher's coming back. Listen, iHeart learned the game. He's doing good. Listen, he did good.
Right.
We give him props, bro. We try to pay him his max.
I heard somebody say that the Knicks are the people that overvalue their players the most out of all NBA fan bases. And this tape just now proved it to me. Like, I don't understand how you could be objective and say that Mitch is better than Ihart. Like, it's not even close, in my opinion. Just because somebody rebounds?
Rebound for our team. He was a more valuable player. And he learned from Mitch. He learned his game right now that you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
It is what it is.
Another dead horse.
We try to pay him. We just got. We wanted him. We would have
kept. If I would have been here, we would have been way miles ahead from where we are now. Miles ahead.
There's no way to know about that, but I appreciate that. 2 shots.
I'll take our guys.
Three games this week. What is our record by Friday?
That's 2-1. 2-1. We're gonna have a sticker somewhere.
New Knicks. Safe to say, you say we're undefeated.
Facts. Always.
The exaggerator is through. I got us 2-1. I like 2 shots, 2-1. I think Detroit may be tougher, a tougher game on a back-to-back. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a little bit tougher. I think Minnesota's gonna be a close game too. I think they're ready to play, but I think we can pull it off. Consistency and our bench is gonna be the key the rest of this week. I've been watching 2 shots put me on the game. The Minutes police called me. They said they're watching everybody, making sure they get game. The bench has been getting minutes the last 3 games.
Hold on, I didn't call nobody. You put yourself there.
No, I said I'm gonna watch the bench. But
Yeah.
you and Machete jumped me the last Friday. You guys jumped me.
Brother, I've been ringing the alarm for years now, and you with blinders. You don't pay attention to me.
How don't I pay attention? I said I'm watching the whole week because of you. I do pay attention to you. I may not agree with you, but I hear you.
Right?
I hear you, but
what happened to Minutes Police years ago?
Just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I don't hear you. I'm being objective, and you have your view, which half of Knicks Nation apparently, Knicks 100 GM, and other people, they're riding it down with you. They agree with you. I may not agree, but welcome to the Organic Fanatics, where we don't always agree. We swing and throw punches, but we chop it up at the end of the day. We laugh at each other. We curse at each other and point and say, "You bastard." But it's all love here. Welcome to the Organic Fanatics. You're at the ledge. I'm going to try to pull you in from the ledge. 2 shots.
I'm going to push you.
He's going to push you after he shoots you 2 times in the back. And Machete's going to trip you while he shoots you. That's how we do it here. That's how we do it here. Me and my brother try to help you, grab your hand, help you up off the floor. Nah. They're going to trip you and shoot you in the back. That's it,
Yeah, nah.
50-50.
Stop being a chicken shit and jump already.
Hey, let's... They know 800 suicide saved me number with these dudes. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch and jump. And you next. Give me your outro. We out of here. Give me your outro, bro.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for rocking out with us. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to 2 Shots, Bang Bang. Shout out to Mike, the specialist in the background behind the curtains. No Diddy. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Machete Miggs, who's always disconnected. My apologies for being in travel mode and getting shit done. I will have those 50 push-ups for y'all by the next pod.
Yeah, we streaming video proof. Now he's gonna have to do that live. We're gonna do that live streaming.
Yeah. I'll do it live. We need the content.
We might have to do it in segments, 10 at a time. Might take 50 minutes, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done.
I ain't you, fat boy.
Well, you want some of this, boy? You want some of this?
I ain't even hit my prime yet.
Prime, you Optimus Prime, but you out of it, Prime.
Shit, nigga. Listen, I'll put you and half of the niggas on this shit in my pocket.
Once we hit 500 and we start getting people to contribute some bread on these push-up challenge, I'll join in on that. But for right now, we'll get back to the 2 shots. Your outro,
paper.
Wow.
Hey,
This is not for youth. In case you heard my brother what he was saying, this if you're
Nah.
18 and under, this is not for children.
hey man, you know
My
how we
apologies.
do? We like to go left and swerve and do the whole loop-de-loop and then come around the block but at least we're organic. And but yeah. Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, replay gang. You know the vibes. Like, share, subscribe, hit the naughty bell. Don't make me come for you, bro. Don't make me come for you, bro. Get it done.
YouTube, this is a fake.
Hey, I'm gonna say one thing. Shout out to everybody. We got like 400 or 500 views within 20 something hours on that last episode. I definitely want to show my love and appreciation to you guys. Keep rocking with us. We growing.
That's all right.
Pause. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. We doing the damn thing, and it's all because of y'all. Yeah, I mean, getting the word out, and we greatly appreciate it.
Continue doing that.
Salute to the chat. Knicks 100 a GM. Capadonna, if he was in the Wu-Tang. Knicks Yak. Senor Beef. I gotta go through all y'all here. Let me get everybody here. Hold on. There was going back and forth. Buzzer beat. A salute to you, Buzz. Hopefully you're doing good. Knicks Yak. Who else am I missing here? Hold on. David Smith, who talks in the third person. Salute to you.
Don't forget Birdo.
Berto, Umberto. I'm getting there. I'm trying to scroll. There's a lot of people in the chat, and that's a beautiful thing.
It sounds like we got a lot of new. It sounds like we got a lot of new subscribers.
Yes, praise the Most High. Angrill 1. Salute to you. Johnny Harris, who was in the chat. Salute to G-Man 78. Michael Drake, Keith Watkins. We know you're out there. All of you guys, appreciate you guys. Live gang and replay gang. We share with you guys. We replay. We check you guys out. So appreciate you guys. We'll be back. If you don't know, this is Saucy Sunday. It goes a little bit crazy on Sundays. Smoke them, sober, saucy, whatever your choice, as long as you straight and narrow and in a nice place to chill. As long as you ain't driving. They're not in a car. They're not in a car where you're seeing it. They're not in a car. That's an Uber. They're in an Uber right now. No one sees that. All right. Well, salute to New Knicks. Salute to Machete. Salute to Two Shots. M Specialist, the freaking reeking in the background, keying and doing all the things. If it ain't for him, you know what I'm saying? We'd be looking ugly out here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back Friday at 5 p.m. Let's see how we do this week. Let's go Knicks. We got a doubleheader tomorrow, back to back. Detroit, we should get that W, West Coast style. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk Friday. Let's see how we do this week. Salute to you guys. Appreciate you guys. M Spec, take us out of here. You heard? Let me do that cat.
Forbes and Phillips in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The New Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC, Borough.